Episode 6 of Alien Earth is 57 minutes long, and it's a very, very interesting episode. We come off the big, huge episode of Episode 5, which was absolutely critically acclaimed. And Episode 6 is kind of mundane and slowed down a little bit, but it picks up and it gets really, really crazy. We see Boy Cavalier and Yutani come face to face in a meeting, and if there's no other way to hate Boy Cavalier even more, this scene shows it off tremendously. He's an asshole. That's all you have to think and say, and it just shows that, okay, he will get his in the end, hopefully, but the thing is, how will he get his in the end? He's just this trillionaire who just got $20 billion more because Yutani kind of, this whole lawsuit thing kind of figured out its own way, and it's just really, really interesting how everything happened. Now, we also have where Nibs has her mind erased up to certain points. And we see Arthur, the scientist and Dame Sylvia's husband, get fired for not following protocol. So Dame Sylvia takes over. And it's just a whole concept idea. Then you have Anoush, who is becoming really annoying and just an asshole and a dumbwit. And it's just like, you're so stupid because of certain things. Yeah, I understand you're a kid in a human body or an adult body, but you have to stop. Morrow, not really prominent and present in this episode as much, but he's in Anoush's head and it shows. We then see Wendy or Marcy kind of interacting with the xenomorph now. It's a small little, baby, but then over the course of the episode, it grows really, really fast, twice its size. And she's kind of, she's like, yeah, I think I got the language down a little bit, but it might take some time. The brother, Hermit, kind of wants to get out of there and everything. And it's like, it's a whole crazy conundrum happening on this island that it's insane. We then see the turn of events, where the reason this episode is called The Fly is because we're introduced to a new creature or monster, whatever you want to call it. We see Toodles, or Isaac, as he goes by, kind of feeding these creatures in their mealtime, kind of gets into this chamber, and we think that he can't be, killed or exposed to anything. Wrong. We're very wrong. This fly kind of just spews its acid, I believe, all over Toodles, and then Toodles just starts melting away, just starts malfunctioning, and it's just like, what is really happening? And we see Hermit go to Arthur and kind of says, is my sister safe here? Yada, yada, yada. Through code, Arthur kind of says no in a way, finds that Toodles is down in the lab. He goes there. Anoush is with him. All hell breaks loose, and it's one of the most craziest scenes you've ever seen in a TV episode, especially for the way certain characters are doing things, especially Anoush. He turns away after something happens to Arthur, but I'm like, no, turn your fucking self back around because you did this. You have to realize what you did. And he tries to get away, and it's just like so crazy. The strongest characters on this show are Morrow and Kirsch. I'm really curious to see how everything goes from here. 2 episodes left of this first season. Very curious to see how everything's going to transpire, because now the inmates are going to take over. These creatures are loose. You have the eye, the oculist, or whatever you want to call it, just watching everything, studying everything. It might be the smartest creature in the alien universe. Then you have the xenomorph in its own cell, also watching everything. So all these creatures just taking everything in, and the final shot is of the eye. And it's just like, okay, what is going to happen? And what kind of craziness is going to happen? I feel like either Morrow will get to Boy Cavalier, Kirsch will get rid of Cavalier, something will happen, because we know that Kirsch is going to be that, one to kind of maybe get rid of Cavalier in certain ways. And we see that Prodigy and Cavalier don't exist anymore in the Alien universe because we don't hear about them later on in the movies. Other than that, an interesting episode. Very slowed down, laid back. And then Nibs wakes up. I'm going back to a little bit. Nibs wakes up Wendy kind of asks, like, what happened with everything? And Nibs finds out that she doesn't know what's going on. And Wendy goes to Dame Sylvia, and they have a little heart-to-heart and back and forth and a kind of a human hybrid discussion. It's really interesting, just a little bit long of a scene, but chaos. Chaos is happening, ladies and gentlemen, in episode 6. And these creatures are just scary. Scary. When you see what the Fly can do, whoa, like, hold on to your brakes. Like, it's going to be interesting. One synth is down. Someone else is down. 2 people down in this episode. What's going to happen? I mean, and then now you're going to have another xenomorph born out of Arthur's chest. Then you got another one in the cell. What's going to happen? Who's the good one? Who's the bad one of the creatures or monsters? Will there be a big fight at the end? And will Wendy and her brother leave the island? And will kind of the boy wonder, Boy Cavalier, meet his demise? And will it be a Peter Pan reference? Or will it be more so Captain Hook? Just have to wait and see to find out. Let me know in the comment section what you thought about episode 6 of Alien Earth. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What did you think of it? What did you think about the aspect of the story, the pacing? Who is your favorite character of this show? And who is your least favorite character? And who's the most annoying? And what do you think will happen in the rest of this season? Let me know in the comment section about all the questions I just asked. I'm Mr. Filmstock. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you all in the next review video. And be sure you tune in next week to my episode 7 review of Alien Earth.